Since Jake Paul started boxing, everyone's been saying his fights are all rigged. Now, if you've just seen this fight with Julio Cesar Chavez, you're going to see the same thing. Chavez was hardly throwing any punches, and Jake was like pinging him, moving around. And Chavez is not just another YouTuber, he is a legit fighter. He was a middleweight world champion. He's fought some of the very best fighters in the world. And then when you're seeing him in there with Jake and he's not throwing punches, it's like, why is he not throwing punches? And on this video, I'm going to talk all about that, tell you if I think it was rigged or not, and also tell you what I think is next for Jake, which is going to surprise and probably upset a lot of people watching this video. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Tony Jeffries. I'm an Olympic medalist boxer, and I've spent my life in the sport of boxing. Even now, all I do is help people with boxing. And if there's anyone in the world that wants good things for boxing, I am that person. So I want you to think of that when I talk about what I'm seeing in this video. Now, Jake has been getting so much hate since he started fighting. Why is he not fighting a real boxer? Everyone he's been fighting is too old. The only time he fought a real boxer, in Tommy Fury, he got beat. He's useless, he's crap, and all this. Now, I can see why a lot of people are saying that, but I just want to ask you this, if you are one of them people saying that. Why doesn't Jake fight a real boxer? Now, Jake has fought 4 real boxers, if you like, not including the MMA fighters, in his career. And with them 4 fights, he won 3 and he lost 1. So that right there tells us that he's terrible, right? Well, I want you to think about it this way. This guy, if it's his 4th professional boxing fight, he's just went in the ring with Chavez Jr, a former world champion. Now, I want you to just go on BoxRec. This is a website that tells you about everyone's record, my fighting records on there, like everyone's records on there. And I want you to look at who your favorite fighter fought in their 4th boxing professional fight, right? And it wasn't Julio Cesar bloody Chavez, was it? So when it comes to giving this guy respect, I think now he deserves it. I've given him respect all the time. I think him fighting someone like Tyrone Woodley, who he fought earlier on in his career, was a big, bold move, because Tyrone Woodley was a competitive athlete for all of his life. Jake was new to the sport, and he was still doing this in front of thousands and thousands of people. Now, the difference between Jake and other people is Jake knows how to promote the fight and himself better than just about anyone else in the world. He's a better promoter than boxing promoters. Because of this, and because he's promoting himself, and because he's making money, this is what's bringing on a lot of that hate. Now, another thing I want to talk about fighters. Fighters do not get paid enough money. And this is another reason why people are getting pissed off with Jake, because it's like, how can he earn millions and millions for a fight and afford to fly on private jets when we've got Johnny Smith, who started boxing when he was 10 years old, now he's 23 years old, and now he's having his first pro fight, and he won a national title as an amateur, and now he's only getting $3,000 a fight. This is unfair. Now, if you think that, you're thinking completely wrong. And yes, Johnny should be getting more money a fight. I 100% agree with that. But that doesn't mean Jake should be getting less per fight. And if Johnny wants more recognition, then guess what? He's got to do it himself. He's got to put himself out there to get more recognition in boxing, like what Jake Paul's done. Like if you think of someone like Floyd Mayweather, unbelievable boxer, but what he did great to be able to earn millions was be able to get the public's attention, to get people to watch him, to want to, if they wanted to watch him win or lose, and that's why he made money. Now, if Johnny Smith could somehow do that, then he would make money. Now, I'm bouncing all over the place with this video. I just want to say that Jake deserves every single penny that he gets. And before I talk about the fight and what's next for Jake, I just want to say, like I mentioned, I want the very best for boxing. What Jake is doing is bringing eyeballs to boxing. What Jake is doing is bringing people into boxing, whether they're coming into boxing to think, well, if he can do it, I can do it. But not only that, it's bringing kids into the boxing gym that wouldn't have come to the boxing gym if he wasn't a fighter. Now, I owned boxing gyms in Los Angeles, California, boxing fitness gyms, and the amount of people that came to the gym and they said they wanted to try boxing because of Jake Paul was crazy. I was like blown away, like bloody hell. I didn't really know who Jake Paul was at the time. And then Jake come to the gym and he trained there himself in my gym as well. And he was a great guy. So when I say about people doing good things for boxing, he's doing good things for boxing. Now you might be raging and saying, but he's fixing the fights. It's not fair. It's an embarrassment on boxing. He shouldn't be doing this. It's so embarrassing. He's fighting old men. Well, is it a fix? No, mate. It's not a fix. Is Julio Cesar Chavez past his best? Yes. Was Mike Tyson past his best? Absolutely, mate. Now, if you look at all of the great fighters, look at all of the records, and you can go on BoxRec and see this, you'll see that they are fighting either one of two people, either a person who's a journeyman who's coming in there just to lose and give the fighter the experience, or they'll be fighting someone who might have been a former champion who is now past it. And finding these right opponents is key for the development of any fighter, not just someone like Jake Paul, but any fighter. Now, with Jake, because he's got so much attention on him, people are seeing this. Whereas normally, fighters are not even live on TV until they've had X amount of fights. If you look at someone like Floyd Mayweather, look, we fought in his 4th pro fight, or even his 10th pro fight. Some of these fights will not be on TV. And now Jake is on TV and he's fighting former world champions, which he's fought a few now. I think everyone should give him respect now as a fighter. Fighting someone like that and putting so much pressure on himself as well. Now, do I think that fight and other fights was rigged? Absolutely not. I think that Jake is very smart. He's picking the right fights, but at the same time, he's developed as a very good fighter now. There's no denying that he is a very good fighter now. Yes, he did lose that one fight to Tommy Fury by, was it a split decision? But still, Tommy Fury is a Fury. He's been fighting all of his life. Jake was new to the sport and he lost by a split decision, and I think he dropped him in that fight as well. And now, before I tell you about who I think he should fight next, now I think people should stop hating on this lad. They should start giving him some respect, which he deserves for what he's done for boxing. I'm not saying you've got to be his fan and be like, oh yeah, he's going to be the next. No, I'm saying relax on him a little bit here. Relax on yourself. The amount of people I see getting stressed out about, oh no, he's ruining the sport. Oh, shut up, man. Shut up, man. He's not, man. Just relax. Now, I'm going to lose some supporters, some subscribers from me doing this video. I know that for a fact, but I'm speaking my mind. I'm being honest with you like I always am, right? And if I wasn't, then you should tell me to F off and unsubscribe from the channel. But anyway, back to it. Who do I think Jake should fight next? Well, he's calling out Canelo Alvarez. He's calling out Gervonta Davis, which I think Gervonta Davis is like 5'2", so I don't know how that would work. Maybe an exhibition fight. If you think Logan fought Floyd, right? His brother fought Floyd Mayweather. So who will he fight next? Well, if he wants to be a world champion, he shouldn't be fighting Canelo Alvarez next. But I would like to see him fight another Chavez Jr., getting them rounds in, getting that experience in. But here's the problem with Jake now. If he fights someone who's got a version of the world title, the chances are that we don't know who they are. Even though I know boxing, we probably don't know who they are. We don't know their backstory, and that fight won't sell. What I think that we should have is more entertainment. We knew who Chavez Jr. was, former world champion. His dad, absolute icon, legend of the sport. It's a big name and a winnable fight for Jake. Putting him in with Canelo Alvarez, nah, mate. That's way too far. I would like to see him fight Tommy Fury again, because I think it'll be a completely different story this time. Even though last time was very close, this time I think he'll beat him easy because he's got that experience. Now, I'd love to know your thoughts on everything I said in the comments below. Now, if you want to learn boxing, I can help you do that with my YouTube channel. I've got loads of videos on here where I teach you how to box. Like this one here, I teach you how to box in just 3 minutes. If you click here, watch this video next.